The Padres, he was also drafted by the then San Diego Clippers in the NBA. Now, choosing to play baseball obviously worked out very well for him, and after a storied 20-year career, he retired in the year 2002. After the minimum wait period of 5 years, first ballot Hall of Fame entrant, along with a guy named Cal Ripken Jr. I call that a good class, a very good class of 2007. Now, we've embraced Tony Gwynn here in San Diego, to say the least. We have his alma mater with the stadium named for him. In our park area, we have a big statue, 9-foot statue for him. There's a locker in our Hall of Fame. But to me, what trumps all of that is 7th Avenue, which runs right by where you guys came in, by the team store. That whole area in front of the ballpark has been renamed to Tony Gwynn Drive. And the official address of this ballpark is 19 Tony Gwynn Drive, San Diego, California, 92101. So now you guys know how to write us. All right, continue on with the all-time Padres team. First baseman Steve Garvey helped get the 1984 World Series. Center fielder Steve Finley, who was on the 1998 World Series team.
Volvió, empezó con los Padres.
Main dining area. Team left the all-time Padres team. Shortstop is Ozzie Smith. Played his first 4 years as a Padre, traded to the St. Louis Cardinals for a guy named Gary Templeton, thought to be the better end of the two deals, a very good shortstop, and he certainly was, but time proved that Ozzie Smith was a Hall of Fame shortstop. Third baseman Ken Caminetti, the 1996 National League Most Valuable Player. The three pitchers you see here, two were Cy Young Award winners as Padres. Gaylord Perry in 78, Randy Jones in 76, and then Kevin Brown. He only pitched with the Padres one season, but that was the 1998 World Series team, and he was the ace of the staff. Second baseman Roberto Alomar played his first 3 years as a Padre, played most of his career in the American League, went into the Hall of Fame in 2011 as a Toronto Blue Jay. And then the manager chosen, Bruce Bochy, who played on the 1984 World Series team, was the Padre manager for 12 seasons at the time, second only to Bobby Cox in Atlanta as far as, service time, tenure. We got new owners that came in and said, this man he can't be a man, he can't manage anymore. We're going to exile him up to that last place team up in San Francisco. We'll bring in a new guy. Now, don't get me wrong, Bud Black is great, but obviously the man can manage, unfortunately. Now, if you guys want to peek through these windows here, you'll see the indoor batting cages. Padres have two full 60-foot, 6-inch batting lanes in there that they use to help hopefully keep them sharp like they were yesterday. If you look in there, you'll also probably notice baskets of baseballs, right? Excuse me. See those baseballs in there? Those baskets of baseballs? Those baseballs at one time were used in a Major League Baseball game. Have you guys ever noticed that the pitcher, when he throws the ball is essentially brand new every pitch? So if he throws a ball and the catcher catches, he throws it back. But if it hits the dirt or otherwise gets some kind of mark, it's out of the game and a new baseball comes in. If you watch, you'll find that there's a new baseball every 2 to 3 pitches. They go through an insane amount of baseballs. I talked to Brian, the clubhouse manager for the Padres, because the Padres are the ones that apply the baseballs for home games. He told me on average they go through 10 dozen baseballs a game. It might be 12 dozen, it might be 15 dozen, especially if he gets into extra innings, and if they're lucky, it's a low pitch count type thing, and they might get away with maybe 8 dozen baseballs, but usually not less than that. Now you can do the math, that's a lot of baseballs. Now about 40% of the baseballs end up as souvenirs, foul balls, home runs, maybe flipped into the stands, that kind of stuff. The balance, they go into batting practice and into the batting cages. So when they go to batting practice, that's one of those, okay, they're still good baseballs, technically. Now the Padres will use them in the batting cage here, but eventually they start wearing out. They split seams, soft and that kind of stuff. We send them over to the visiting team batting cage after that. So that's kind of the lifestyle. That's not true. I just made that up. It sounds like it should be, but it's not. No, actually, when they start getting too soft and stuff, they donate them out. They give them out, just that type of stuff.
if you're having lunch here and like a player decides to have batting practice during the game,
can watch 'em.
Can you hear them?
You can hear the crack of the bat, absolutely. I don't know so much about the verbal aspect of it, but when they hit the bat, that's certainly a loud enough crack that you can hear it. So, you guys ready to go to the baseball field itself? You want to skip that part?
Oh no.
You want to do that? Okay, let's head on down. Now, as we make our way down here, keep in mind there's a lot of activity going on. The one thing that we can't do is walk onto the actual grass portion of it, but you're welcome to go into the Padre dugout when we get down that way. Now, as we walk down this way, I want you to contemplate a baseball quiz I have. And we have enough people here that no doubt somebody will know the answer, if not a multiple somebodies will know the answer. So if you listen to the question, you should know the answer, right? You ready? Mm-hmm. How many seams on a baseball? Who said one? Yes, the Aussie knew there's only one seam on a baseball. So how many people thought it was 108? Which is the number of stitches.
So they're using it to use ball to pitch that up here.
That's every So, you know what? In this level, if you're thinking a ball that has a sludge or something that could affect the flight of the ball, that advantages the pitcher. So it might do a weird dart here and there. So they want the ball to be as pristine as possible.
Same cricket we want to do the other way. They aim to stuff it up.
Yeah, do that. Right. But see, cricket a little bit different. I mean, I like the game of cricket. I watch my fair share of it. You know, and cricket and baseball are the only two sports that I know anyway where it's the defense that starts the action. But the difference is cricket, man, you can get one guy at bat forever as long as you can keep it going. You know, and what is it, sixes, 4, 6, and then fours and sixes, yeah. If it goes all the way out, but on the fly it's a 6. If it bounces over, it's a 4. And these cricket guys, they play with no pads. And these balls are hard. So, I mean, not the baseballs are hard. You know, it's, I don't know, a little crazy to me. The only people with protection are the guys at bat. Pretty much. And the wicketkeeper, sure. That's right. Guys, feel free to go into the Padre dugout if you want. Or not. Hi guys, how you doing? So you're not going to put your stickers in your face anymore? You decided the shirt's a good place for it? Oh, I reminded you. Oh, okay. So this is the Padre dugout area. You'll notice that they have the bat hat racks here, and if you look closely, you'll see that the players' names are in the helmet racks. Now, some of our players actually have 2 helmet slots. Chase Headley, our third baseman, Cabrera, our shortstop. Can you tell me why they would have 2 helmet slots? Baseball. Switch hitters, yeah. In baseball, only the ear facing the pitcher has to be covered. And there are a few players in baseball that still wear double flaps, and most of them just have flap facing the pitcher. The other one's left open. The 3 phones you see here, the one on the left from our perspective, that's the bullpen phone. So it rings out to the bullpen. You pick it up, it starts ringing. There's no dial pad, no dial tone. The middle one rings up to the press box. The press box, same thing, just starts ringing. The last one on the far right, the house phone, that one has a dial pad, dial tone. We have 4-digit extensions around the ballpark. You can dial any extension you want, but like all the other phones around the ballpark, you dial 9, it gets you an outside line, 1 area code. Anybody want to call home? Say hello.
Call your bookie.
Call your bookie, yes. Or call for pizza or other.
What do they call the press box for? What is that used for?
Yeah, I do. The question was, why do they call the press box? To let the press know of player changes. So a new pitcher coming in, a new pitch runner, a hitter. And so what will happen is it'll be set up there, and then we hear it publicly announced. When it's publicly announced, then they're officially in the game. That's how it happens.
Usually don't work that way.
You know, prior to the announcers, This logo represents the 50-50 right field, left field side of things. If you ever watch a game, broadcast from Petco Park from the outfield camera has the pitcher, the batter, the catcher, the umpire. You see this logo? You can now see I'm standing right by it. Now these 4 seats are 44 feet from home plate. The pitcher is 60 feet 6 inches away. So these folks are actually 60 feet closer to the guy trying to